Below the chandelier, a shoe nudged the back of an old man's chair, again and again, steady as a drum. "Say sorry to me and I'll let it go," the man behind him said, words clipped like a slap. Fingertips whitened on silverware. A server glanced away. A woman at the next table pulled her son closer, eyes dropping, the way people pretend not to see until the damage is done. No one spoke. But everyone knew. At Le Vesper, a 5-star room in Manhattan, a white diner named Todd leaned forward, wedging the leg of his chair into the back of the black elder's seat. His heel pressed, the old man's spine jarred. "You bumped my chair." "Apologize," Todd said, smile tight. "Say sorry and I forgive you." The elder, Ezra Miles, set his fork down. "You want an apology," Ezra said, voice even. Todd's date laughed. "Make it quick, Grandpa." Ezra's hands did not shake. The hostess approached and then retreated when Todd flashed a platinum card. "We are fine here," he announced, louder. People watched, pretending not to. The room seemed very small. Ezra lifted his glass, took one clean sip, and turned. "Okay," he said, eyes steady. "I will apologize. In 9 languages." Todd grinned. Then pushed. His heel dug in. "Start with English," he said. Ezra did not blink, did not flinch, did not move away. "Perdón," Ezra said, Spanish soft as velvet. "Pardon," French, almost a bow. Russian, round and low. A table of tourists went quiet. Todd smirked. "Cute trick." Ezra continued. "Scusami, Italian. Entschuldigung, German. Desculpe, Portuguese." Todd rolled his neck. "You think that makes you smart?" Ezra's voice did not rise. "Mandarin, cut from porcelain. Arabic, a river over stone." The room held its breath. Todd leaned close to Ezra's ear. "You people learn party tricks. I run this city." Ezra turned the last word in his mouth like a key. "Sorry," he said in English, simple and clean. Then he folded his napkin once and set it on the linen. He lifted his napkin. The smallest action in the room, and the loudest. He placed it beside his plate and finally faced Todd. "Now," Ezra said, "you will apologize to the woman you elbowed when you sat down, and to the server you snapped at. Or you and I will have a different conversation." Todd laughed, sharp and bright. "With who?" "Security." Ezra's eyes did not move. He tapped a single finger against his water glass. Todd paused. They could not breathe. 2 men in suits stepped from the bar, not fast, not loud, simply there, their jackets opening just enough to show nothing and everything. The maitre d' arrived, voice small. "Mr. Miles, is there a problem?" Todd looked from faces he did not know to a face everyone there suddenly recognized. A framed photo on the far wall showed the restaurant's founder, arm around a younger Ezra at a ribbon cutting, 20 years and a lifetime ago. The photo said what Ezra did not. Todd's smirk thinned. The room glittered, but Todd's cheeks burned. The candles trembled in their holders, but Ezra's stare stayed level. A busser set down a fresh basket of bread, hands careful, eyes on the floor. Todd's date reached for her purse and missed the strap. Ezra remained still, the picture of a man checking the time inside his own head. The suits did not touch Todd. They did not have to. Images did the talking, the black signet ring on Ezra's finger, the owner's hand on his shoulder in that photo, the staff who stood taller the longer Ezra sat. The wine shone like rubies. The room felt cold. Ezra pushed his chair back an inch and stood. He did not raise his voice. He took out a pen, drew a line through his check, and left the kind of tip that changes a server's month. Action, not argument. Todd tried to speak. He did not answer. No one moved. Ezra reached for Todd's water and slid it back toward him, calm as a father at a dinner table. Here is the problem, Ezra said. You thought humiliation is a language only you speak. But respect is a language too. Everyone understands it. The hostess returned with a small velvet box, hands shaking. Inside was a silver token from the restaurant's opening night, engraved with one name. Ezra Miles. The truth could not help but flare. Todd swallowed. I'm sorry, he said, voice thin. He turned to the woman he had elbowed. Ma'am, I am sorry. He turned to the server. Sir, I am sorry. Ezra nodded once. Better. Now eat in peace. He looked at the boy across the aisle, who had been counting under his breath. 9, the boy whispered, smiling. Ezra's eyes warmed. 9, he agreed. Then he walked out into the September air, a man whose power did not need noise, leaving behind a room that would behave better tomorrow because everyone there had learned a new language tonight.